Hello, welcome to Pike Creek Farm. My name is Renee, and if this is your first time here, thank you so much for joining me. I like to do videos on canning and vintage recipes and baking and cooking, and I've been sharing my menu plan this past month. Every week I do a menu plan and I base it on what's in my pantry, what's in my freezer, what's downstairs in my canning pantry, and the things that I get in fresh that I need to use. So today I thought I would share this week's plan. And the sun is bright, so I hope you can see everything. I'm not going to complain about sunshine. Let me go over last week's. I did this last week. I kind of reviewed. Sunday we had chicken cordon bleu that I got on special. That was so good, with mashed potatoes and glazed carrots. And then we had venison burgers, and then leftovers, and then beef broccoli rice bowls. And then Thursday I was going to do grilled cheese, and instead I didn't feel like it after work. I came home, and I always have a backup plan, and I have stuffed cabbage in my freezer and foil, oven ready meals that I've made, and I package it up, so all I have to do is come home, put it in a cookie sheet, and put it in the oven. And that's what we had. And then Friday, my daughter came up, and we got Chinese, and there was enough left over. That's what we had last night. So she came up because we went to one of my favorite craft shows called Holly Berry Fair. It's in Caseville, and it's been there for over 50 years. And so we went, and I'm going to show you something. There is a local sourdough baker family, and they do this focaccia. Here, you can see I tore a piece off already. This is garlic focaccia. And so I have this, so I thought I need to make spaghetti to go with it. So let me show you. I have in my crock pot, I have homemade spaghetti sauce going. Yum, yum. I use my home canned tomatoes and sauce and fresh onions that I got in my veggie box and garlic from my veggie box. And I'm going to put some of the bread in like the oven or the air fryer and heat it up. And the other 2 slices I am going to freeze, and I'm going to do something with it later on, make a pizza with it, or I have a bunch of different ideas, but we'll have enough for 2 nights this week and then freeze the rest. Tuesday, I am going to cook a pork tenderloin that I got on sale. Pork tenderloin. It was $3.08. So this is a nice dinner for us. And I got received in my veggie box, which is probably my last one for the year. I received sweet potatoes. Yum. So I'm going to have sweet potatoes with it. And I received another stalk of Brussels sprouts, so fresh Brussels sprouts. Isn't that a fall meal? Gotta figure out how I want to season that pork tenderloin to go with all those fall, flavors. Get some nice warm spices in there. My husband got a deer this week. Yay for that, meat in the freezer. But that means I need to clear out some things from the freezer to make room, and hopefully we get another one. But Wednesday I'm going to can chicken breast. I have a big bag that I had put in the freezer. So some of that chicken breast I'm going to make into homemade chicken strips. That's kind of a treat when I make those. And I'm going to do them in the air fryer along with some of the potatoes from the veggie box, doing Parmesan crusted, and a salad because I got tomatoes and cucumbers in my box. Thursday, I am going to make a venison meat pie. And I'm going to do a video on this for this month. It's a venison meat pie that has potatoes and mushrooms and ground venison and a nice rich sauce inside a pie crust. So I'm going to have that with some fresh beets, and then the leftovers will be Friday. I love Fridays after work, when I work a Friday, that I don't have to do much, you know, because Fridays were always the night that I ended up ordering pizza or something like that, which I do occasionally, but it's gotten to be where just for the two of us, it's like 30 some dollars, and I don't know, that adds up. So I don't do that every week. I do it some weeks, but not every week. Saturday, I have tacos or brats on the menu. Depends on if we have company here for hunting. There's some family members that might be here, so it'll depend on if they're here and what they like. So I'm kind of flexible with that. So that's the plan for this week, but I have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off work, so I'm gonna be canning cranberry juice. I have, let me sneak back here. I have 4 pie pumpkins and a butternut squash and an acorn squash and a buttercup squash. I'm gonna roast all those up one of the days, and I am going to keep all the guts and seeds, and I am going to be making pumpkin gut broth. It's an approved recipe. It's a nice veggie broth. It's supposed to be great for adding to like rice, cook rice in, but I also make a black bean soup that uses vegetable broth. That'd be perfect for that, I think. So I am gonna be making pumpkin guts broth for the first time ever. No waste, right? No waste. Also, I'm gonna be canning the chicken breast, like I said. I have so many bags of tomatoes in that freezer, so I'm gonna take some out, the first batch out, and I'm gonna make tomato juice. I thought about cooking down tomato sauce or making marinara, but I really enjoy drinking the tomato juice and using it in goulash and soups and recipes. So the first thing I'm gonna do is tomato juice. And I'm trying to read my own writing, that's pretty bad. So cranberry juice, roasted pumpkin, canning pumpkin gut broth, canning chicken breast, tomato juice, and I think that's it probably for this week. I might do Christmas jam with some of the cranberries, but that might wait till later. That is on my plan to make. Today I am going to use canned pumpkin. I'm gonna make some pumpkin cookies, and I'm doing a video on that too. Actually, it should come out tomorrow. So I gotta get my butt moving. Waiting for this spaghetti sauce to thicken up. I didn't have any paste in the house, but I'm gonna crack the lid and let it go on high and let it thicken up. It has canned mushrooms in it, fresh garlic, onions, venison, our home canned tomatoes, my homemade marinara sauce that I canned. I always add bay leaf. Oh, that's what I was gonna be doing too. I did some of my homemade Italian seasoning, and it's getting kind of low. So that's one of the things I was gonna do, is do my seasonings this week, because I have the 3 days off, stock up on my seasonings, and we have no hot cocoa mix. So I'm gonna do that too. So it's gonna be a busy week, along with, you know, the little life things you have to do, going to the library and all that. But for me, it helps to have this menu plan done, and using up, you know, wonderful fresh vegetables, not having to go to the store and buying things. And then it helps me, like yesterday I did my grocery pickup and I got the extra things I needed, which wasn't much. So we're set for the week. I won't be going back to the store. So that's my menu for this week. I'm looking forward to this with dinner. It's gonna be so good. You can't believe the smell of this. So thank you for watching my weekly menu plan video, and I hope that gives you some ideas on what to do for your menu for your family, and let me know if you have any cool ideas too. I'm always trying to do something different. I'm going back in old recipes, and that's what I need to do, is dig up Mom's recipes. I have a notebook I need to get out and get some ideas, you know, different try not to go wash, rinse, repeat too much. You know, try to get some variety in there, along with the old favorites like homemade spaghetti. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time at Pike Creek Farm.